Have you ever found yourself doing everything possible? Posting, designing, praying, and pushing, but still feel stuck? Like your business is running in circles? Yes, I know how that feels. I used to think skill was all I needed. If I got better in my skill, showed up more, worked harder, and said yes to every customer, success would come. But nothing changed until I learned the truth. Strategy is not luxury. Strategy is the game changer. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to our very first episode of Strategy Sunday, where we pull back the curtains on business, branding, and becoming. I'm Onyechi, the CEO and founder of Oman, a fashion brand that lives at the intersection of strategy and storytelling. Today's video is for anyone who has started something with passion, but maybe not enough plan. These are the things I wish someone had told me when I started my business. The truth, the traps, and the strategy I didn't have. But now you will. Number one, skill would not make you rich. Only skill will not help you scale your business. You know, I started with heart. I started with passion. I knew how to sew. I loved creating. I believed in making women feel powerful. But I didn't have a business model. I didn't know my numbers. I knew nothing about pricing. I didn't think of my business as a system. Rather, I thought of it as a gift. I thought if I got better at sewing, making clothes, designing, and all those things that make my skill better, money would come eventually. Little did I know that all of that was nothing compared to what I needed to really scale my business. I needed a system. I needed a structure. And without that, your skill is just your skill. It will not make you rich. It will make you money. It could, bring you money here and there, but making you rich, making you live the kind of life that you want while you left your 9 to 5 or while you are not a 9 to 5, skill would not give you that. Structure will. System will. So I realized that passion is the seed. Structure is the soil. Without a system, you'll just be chasing others around instead of building a business. So today, before you take another order, ask yourself, what is the structure I am building? Can this system be repeated? Can this thing that I'm doing be repeated by another person? Or is it just me? Is it just something that is living only inside me? So system is something that you can repeat over and over again, and it will get you the same result. So yes, ask yourself, am I building a structure? Am I building a system? Or I am just living on passion? So number two, this strategy that I'm talking about is not a wish list. It's not where you're just going to write down all your goals. I want to achieve this. I want to do this. I want to do that. No, strategy is not a wish list. Strategy is not a wishful thinking. It's not something you just, your goals are different. Objectives are different. Mission statement is different. Vision is different. Strategy is coherent action steps. Strategy does not have to be 100 steps, 100 processes, or 100 things you need to do. It's just 2 steps, 3 things, 4 things that you need to do. Solid policies that help guide you in achieving these things. Strategy is not a wish list. You cannot be, don't mistake your goals as strategies. They are just goals. You can have 100 goals. You can have 200 goals. But strategy is coherent action steps. Steps that you can take one day at a time. Achievable steps. Things you can actually achieve with your current resources, what you have on ground. So they are not things that you are, exaggerating. There are steps that you can take with what you have on ground. Action step, coordinated steps. One step leads to the other, the next one leads to the next one. That is what a strategy is. It is not wishful thinking. It is not goals. It is not a long list of things that I want to do. It is few things, 1, 2, 3 things that you can do immediately. You can start taking those steps immediately. So when putting your strategy, when coming up with a strategy, come up with a policy, your guiding policy. That is after you have even diagnosed what the problem is. What is the issue with your business? What are you trying to solve? What is the underlying problem? What is the root of that's diagnosis. You need to know what exactly the problem is before you can come up with a guiding policy, something that will guide your strategy, something that will guide your steps. Not, I wish I want to do this. I want to make 20 million naira this year. That's not a strategy. That's just a wish. That's a goal. I would like to make. That's not a strategy. How do you make 20 million naira this year? So let's say, for example, your strategy could be storytelling. It could be influencer partnership. It could be anything. It could be niching down to a particular, thing. Let's say bridals only, or suits only, or skirts only. It could be that. But your strategy has to be focused, deliberate, and coordinated, and achievable. Something that you can repeat as well. Like, it has to be repeatable. That is what a strategy is. A system that you can repeat over and over and over and over. If you're not there, somebody else can do it. So understand what a strategy is before you even take the step of, coming up with a strategy. Number 3, system is the secret. Once you have the right system in place, my lovelies, you would relax. You would not be burning out. No burnout. No running around. No, being confused. You have a system to take orders. You have a system to manage tailors. You have a system to, a content creation system. You have everything in place. You have a marketing system. You have everything in place. And again, once a system is repeatable, once what you're doing is repeatable, it's easy for any other person to come in and manage it. You don't have to burn out. You don't have to stress yourself. You don't have to, be running helter-skelter, looking for what is not missing. No chaos. You have a system. Your problem is solved. So the system is the secret. The magic wand. That is what it is. So all you need to relax, to get things running, to see the right result, is a system. Once you have a repeatable thing that people, even if you lose an admin staff today, the next person coming can pick up from where that one stopped, because there's a system. There's a system how everything is done. Nobody is burning out. You're not burning out. You can now go on that vacation because you know that things are going well. People are, they understand the system. Your tailors are being managed properly. So that's a major thing. So this is one of the things I wish I knew. If I had known about systems since when I was in Port Harcourt, I wouldn't have been so burnt out as I was. So number 4 thing I wish I knew. Positive mindset would not take you anywhere as, further than getting you out of bed. Your positive mindset is not going to take you anywhere aside getting you out of bed. It's good though, have a positive mindset. It's important to have a positive mindset. It's important to have positive affirmations about yourself, about your business. But that is only going to get you out of bed. Yes, I said it. It is only going to get you out of bed. I'm positive about my business. My business is going to scale. I'm going to do this. I'll be able to do that. All of that is good. It's important to have a positive mindset. But positive mindset will not increase performance. Positive mindset will not give you money. Positive mindset will not write policies. Positive mindset will not get you the jobs. It is only going to help you personally, get out of bed in the morning. Oh, I'm positive today. But that's all it's going to do. So, have your positive mindset, but back it up. Have your skill, but back it up. Make sure that you are ready with a system, a repeatable system. A system is something you can repeat over and over with a strategy and action steps you can take immediately with what you have on ground. Don't say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. If I had this, I would have. I was there. Yes, I was one of those people that said, oh, it's because I don't have this amount of money in my account, that is why I'm not doing this. Yes, funds would help you a lot, but when you have the funds, do you know how to use it? Do you have a system already in place? Do you have a strategy already of how to use that fund, how to make adequate use of that fund? Let the funds come. But are you prepared? A friend of mine told me this quote. When I was always, oh, I need money. He said, are you prepared? I said, I think I am. No. Do you have the right system? When preparedness meets opportunity, it is excellence. You can't tell me that you are waiting for the opportunity. You're waiting for the big money. You're waiting for the bulk money, but you're not prepared. Are you prepared for when the money comes? Do you have the right system? Do you have the strategy? What have you started? What are you doing right now while you're waiting for the money? So if you don't have all of this in place, so when the money comes, what would you do with it? When that big opportunity comes, what would you do with it? I'm a very good example of that. I had opportunity, but I didn't have a structure. I missed out on those opportunities because there was nothing in place. And now when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I'm beating myself up because why? I could have done this, I could have scaled, I could have been this, I had all this opportunity. But thinking about it now, looking back, even if I used up all those opportunities without the right structure, I was going to burn out. I was burning out. Not that I was burning out. I had a lot of orders coming in. I had a lot of, requests, a lot of inquiries, but I didn't have a structure. I didn't know how do I answer to them? I didn't have a system. I didn't have someone that knew how to, that knew that, okay, this is how we respond to clients. This is how we take orders. I didn't have all of that in place. I was burning out. I was tired. I was losing so much weight. I was always running helter-skelter, looking for everything. But once I knew that I could put a system in place, I shut down everything and tried to structure my business first. So that when the opportunity finally comes again, I am ready. I am prepared for it. No longer running helter-skelter. No longer thinking of, oh, what am I going to do next? Where am I going to go to? What? Now I have a structure in place on how I'm going to handle everything. Even if it's not perfect, no one says your structure has to be perfect or your system has to be perfect immediately. You keep tweaking, you keep adjusting, you keep making, here and there. But start it first. Start it first. You can't say you've not started and you want it to be perfect. No, start it first. Don't wait for perfection. Start it first. Then it will get better. You can always adjust it. The more you grow, the more you can adjust it. The more you learn, the more you can adjust it. So have a very good system. And your positive mindset will go a long way. No system, positive mindset is just positive mindset. Get out of bed, and that is it. So yes. And now to number 5. I think I've already said this in all this other part of the video. One good strategy can change everything for you. Just one. As I said, you don't need 100 list of strategies. Just one strategy followed through can change everything for you. I was burning out until I realized what a strategy was, and I started implementing and I started following those things. Everything changed. That's when I started seeing results. That is when I started actually feeling better, relaxed. One good strategy can change everything. All you need is one good strategy. And as I said before, all you need is to diagnose your problem properly. Know the root of the problem. No wishful thinking. No dreaming. Know exactly what the problem is. It could be internal problem. It could be structural, as I said. It could be anything. It could be external. Find out what the problem is. What is the problem? Not symptoms. Most times we get deceived by symptoms. When I mean problem, I mean what exactly is the root of my problem. Sometimes it's you. It's not about your skill. Sometimes it's you getting up and doing something differently. Sometimes it's you getting the right equipment. Sometimes it's you, going out there and finding what is actually going to help your business do better. Sometimes it's external. Maybe your industry, the industry is so saturated that you are not finding exactly what to do. That's why I said you can find one strategy, niche down. Then after you found your problem, then come up with a guiding policy. Something that will guide you in coming up with your strategy. A guiding policy is as simple as I would go into influencer marketing, or rather I will go into influencer partnerships. Now that's a policy. That is what is going to guide your next step. We will go into influencer partnership. Your strategy now. The steps that you're going to use to go into that influencer partnership. I'll reach out to my first influencer with so name. After that, I will have a storyline that I will give to influencers. Coming up with storylines that I'll give to him. Now I will reach out to my first influencer. The influencer will do this. This is a step-by-step process. One step leads to the other, and the other. They all help each other. I would make a more detailed video about strategies and the ways that you can, go about it. But these are the things that I wish I learned Or I wish I knew before I started. So, and if you're just starting a business, or you already have one, I just want you to know that skill alone won't get you so far. Mindset needs a system, and strategy is the game changer. So, don't just start a business, build one that lasts. If this spoke to you, subscribe and join me every Strategy Sunday. I don't just want to help you sell, I want to help you build a business with structure and soul. So tell me in the comment section anything that you wish someone had told you before you started your business. Until next Sunday, keep becoming. Bye.